Welcome to another episode of the Low Key in Alignment podcast. I'm your host, Alani.
And I'm your host, Dana.
And we are happy to have you guys back. We're happy to be back. It's been a little minute. We took a little hiatus.
You know, just a little break.
So, do as you always do. Get comfortable. Grab yourself a little piece of food, a snack, a drink. Enjoy your drive or your morning, night, however you like to listen to podcasts.
And we hope you enjoy this episode. So let's get into it. First, y'all know we got to check in. How are you doing? How you feeling? How have you been this time since we've been away?
I am amazing. I'm doing awesome. I think the last time we recorded, I was getting ready to go on my trip. So I went on my trip. It was so much fun.
Good.
Went to Puerto Rico. It was super fun. I recommend a lot of different things. So if you want to see what I did, go to my Instagram. I have a few videos up. And if you have questions on things you can do in Puerto Rico, I definitely recommend going. It's a beautiful island. It's a beautiful place, beautiful people. Shout out to Puerto Rico. I left there wanting to move there for a little bit. So I really do want to go back for an extended trip.
Okay.
Hopefully soon, learn Spanish. I know it was just really fun.
Good. That's good. Did you have a highlight of your trip?
The El Yunque Rainforest Tour was the highlight for sure.
Ooh.
And I can't swim. So I really braved through.
So you just out here thugging it.
Yeah, you get to climb and hike all the way through, and then we hiked up and you can slide down this natural water slide down into this water that's 45 to 65 feet deep. It felt amazing. It was perfectly chilled water. It wasn't too cold or warm. It was just beautiful.
Good.
But it was awesome. I wore my life vest. It shot me right back up. I swam. It was all good.
One thing about it, you gonna have a life vest on
anytime. Come on.
You do not play about that life vest.
Oh, I'm gonna have that life vest.
So
funny story from the vacation that I can tell about a life vest. I didn't even tell you this yet.
Really?
When we went on my boyfriend arranged a floating date, on a little raft. And they take you out to the middle of a lagoon and they throw a rope over this buoy that's floating in the lagoon. And we're just talking or whatever. And next thing you know, we unhooked. And we're floating.
So y'all just out there in the middle of the ocean.
It was the same place we did the glow in the dark kayaking. That's where that date was. So they got manatees and stuff. I saw something in that water.
And that water's 40 something feet, wasn't it?
More than that, I think. It was super deep because it had made you scared. And I had said we needed to tell that story next. So anyways, y'all just get comfortable. We got stories to tell.
We do. We're gonna be here for a while.
So we're on the jade floating. I have on my just long white dress. He's all dressed up. We got wine and stuff. It starts floating away from where we were at, towards the bushes on the bank on the side. Let me silence my phone. And he's like, I'm about to have to. I'm like, you about to have to what? What are you talking about? When I tell you, I asked the people for a life vest before we went out there, just in case this thing capsizes or something.
Oh my gosh.
I am protected. It's floating away. He has on video. I put on the life vest and I'm zipped up in the life vest, and we're waving help us.
Oh my goodness!
They jump on the paddleboard and come out and
hook y'all back up.
Yeah, it actually started raining, so we're just take us back. It was
goodness.
a 2-hour thing. We got to do it for maybe an hour and a half, so it wasn't too early that we had to come back. But that was just hilarious, and he thought it was so funny that I zipped up that life vest,
just like in Mexico.
Tell them the story.
We're doing a glass bottom boat tour of the Sea of Cortez. So we're thinking we're about to be in this nice big glass bottom boat. No, it looked like a canoe almost. The boat was like a canoe, and it was 4 of us and the person who was driving the boat. And we're like, "Where's the glass bottom?" The glass bottom was a slit this big, the size of my iPhone.
Murky, and
we couldn't see any fish or nothing. And we're all just in the boat, just having a good time. Alani is not playing. We're all just kind of free, doing whatever, moving around the boat. Alani got that life vest on. She's sitting in one spot. And then he notices, the driver knows that she's like kind of scary or whatever. So he starts like making the boat go side to side. And she's like, oh no. And she's telling me like, you need to have a life vest on. And I'm up there like, girl, I'm just
okay. And then when we get back, he's like, you can take it off now. It was so funny.
Oh my
like
goodness.
when we dock, he's like, you okay to take it off?
Right.
Like, no.
You gonna give these people their life vest back?
Actually. But okay, another story. Quick story time of me and you in Puerto Rico on a glow-in-the-dark kayak tour in a lagoon. I can't remember the name of that lagoon, but it's a lagoon in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And we do it like they're like heaviest person has to sit in the front and the lighter person has to sit in the back, and we go to the middle of not trying to call you
I was gonna let it ride. I mean, so people can tell.
It's simple.
It ain't,
it's not nothing.
Ain't nothing.
No shade. Okay,
funny.
That's how they did it. And so we have to go to the middle of the lagoon, and the lady's telling us the rules of like and about the sea life, and there's manatees.
Before she starts telling us all these rules, the first thing got her mouth once we're in the middle, like cause we have to meet her in the middle of the lagoon, and she's like, "Yeah, right now underneath you is about like 48 feet of water." I said, "Ma'am, excuse me."
Yeah,
she should have never told me that. Like y'all should just left me.
They do like a standing 10-minute tutorial on how to do it. So she's like, if you rock your hips too much, you can tip the canoe.
Yeah.
And that's all Dana had.
That's all 48 feet and the canoe tipping over was all I needed to hear, because I'm like, you know what?
But I really didn't know you were scared at the time.
Which is good. So we got it together.
Tell the people how I had you though.
Listen, so first of all, they teach us how to paddle, like which way to go. I don't know what's going on, but me and Alani, I couldn't know it. We paddling in a circle.
It's just a mess.
It's at night. Yes, this is at night, glow in the dark. And so then Alani, she was actually like keeping me very calm, because I was literally terrified. I thought I was fighting for my life in that boat. But she was just she has a very calm, soothing voice. So she's like, okay, we're gonna go to the right now. So we went to the right. I'm like, okay. She's like, okay, now we're gonna go to the left. We're gonna go to the left. And that's what we did.
Right.
Yep.
Left.
And you're like, not too much on this side or whatever. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I'm like, watch the hips.
Yep.
Watch the hips.
You did. And like, because I was tense up, like,
it was so funny.
And
then there was a portion where it's like they take you to the ocean side and back
through the like a tunnel type thing, and like you could hear like the water rushing,
the lights, like the rushing one.
And I told we are not going through this.
It was like absolutely not. So then one of the instructors hooks us to his canoe and is like pulling us, and then he brings us to the bank where me and Marcus were almost about to hit the side.
That's so funny.
He brings us to the bank and leaves us there. Has to go finish the tour, come back and get us and bring us back.
And he took the phone and he brought us back to like where we docked down. I was like, oh, this is nice.
But it was like fun. It was ish, but I wouldn't do it again. I don't know. Kayaking just not for me. I would probably do paddleboarding after that. But yeah, a few vacation story times for y'all. If you can, if you're able, take a little trip, some type of vacation, do what you can do, and just have fun. And I definitely recommend Puerto Rico and Los Cabos.
Come on, both of those are beautiful places.
How has things been for you?
Girl, things have honestly been really great. I'm just continuing my fitness journey, my wellness journey overall. Recently I signed up for ClassPass. So if you aren't really familiar with that, it's pretty much a subscription where you pay a monthly fee and they give you credits, and then from there you can book different fitness classes like Pilates, yoga, bar, boxing. You can book massages, facials, nail appointments, things like that. So I signed up for that, and I was doing the free trial, and so I've just been trying all different types of fitness things. I've been going to Pilates at different studios, been going to different bar classes, and then Thursday I did my first boxing class ever. 10 out of 10, and I would definitely be back, and I just thoroughly enjoyed myself.
And tell people what's coming about the boxing class.
What's coming?
You're gonna share with you the class.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna share my first with y'all, so just stay tuned and follow me on all social media platforms.
And where can they find you at? Oh, it'll be in the description.
Yeah.
Okay, so just check the descriptions, y'all.
Right.
Reading is fundamental.
It is.
I wanted to start off by talking about, I guess that's both on both of our minds, but routines.
Okay.
And wellness routines, our current routines, and like our journey with routines.
Let's go.
And I can just share my perspective because we're kind of different on this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm someone who really struggles with creating any type of routine. I mean, the most routine things I do are stuff that I absolutely have to do, like wake up in the morning and breathe. Everything willing. Go to work because I have to go to work.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just not a routine girl. But lately, like over the past few months, I've been really like almost feeling I needed to upgrade as far as like my spiritual journey. Like what's important to me, I feel like in any fundamentals of a routine, it just has to be rooted in what's important and a priority to you.
Mm-hmm.
And my spirituality and my spiritual journey and feeding my spirit is probably my top priority.
Mm-hmm.
Work, exercise, food. So my current routine, like my morning routine and night routine, have just been blissful in the past week.
Do you want to share what you're doing?
Of course. So with the morning routine, I wake up in the morning and I start my day drinking a hot cup of what is called cacao. It doesn't, the drink doesn't have really an official name. It can be made so many different ways. You can blend it into smoothies, but I got cacao. It's ground cacao. It's like the rawest form of cocoa before they process it. You can process the cacao plant to make it cocoa.
Right.
And then you can process that cocoa to make it chocolate.
Right.
So cacao is like a minimally processed powder, minimally processed, and it's like a ceremonial drink from the Aztec Mayan times. Look up the history of that to really show respect and homage to its roots. But it has all these different benefits. I can share a few.
Let's get into it.
That I have.
And so when you're drinking it, you're basically making it like hot chocolate in a sense.
I make a hot chocolate because I do like hot chocolate. So I'll make a hot chocolate drink. The best way that I've made it so far is boiling oat milk and the powder on the stove with a whisk.
Okay.
Because the powder is a little hard to dissolve.
Mm-hmm.
If you just pour hot water over the powder like an instant hot cocoa packet, it doesn't blend as well. So you have to boil it on the stove. At least that's what I do.
Right.
With oat milk, I add a little bit of cinnamon. I add a capful of vanilla extract.
Okay.
And then I pour it in a mug and I drink it before I leave the house for work. And so some of the benefits of cacao powder is immune support, high in antioxidants, lowers blood pressure, promotes circulation, mood lifting, rich in iron, vitamin and nutrient dense, antibacterial properties, and immune support. And that's just a few. It's also called ceremonial cacao because you can do a spiritual ceremony with cacao because it is a heart opener and it is a heart chakra opener. Why are you laughing?
Because I'm excited to tell the people about
love
cacao.
Yes, I love it.
Because Alani got me on cacao, y'all. So
of course, because I'm going to always spread the gospel when I know it. So I took my cacao the first day, and how I found out about cacao and even heard of cacao and it being used in this way is the, I guess, influencer YouTuber Lior Alexandra, who is like a spiritual, her YouTube channel, I'm about to sneeze.
Bless you.
Oh, okay, thanks. Her YouTube channel is like spirituality based and all the things. So I watch her and I listen to her, and the whole video isn't about cacao, but she mentions it, and I was like, I want to try things like that.
Yeah.
Reverting back to the whole routine thing, that's something I wanted to add into my life, is more physical things that represent my spirituality journey that go along with like the spiritual piece and your thoughts and emotions and what you read, but then it's also what you consume too. And there's just so much beautiful natural plants and things to be used for
and supplements and
that can enhance your spiritual ability.
Right.
So after that first day cacao, I'm in the car headed to work, which is usually a time that's just not the best, you know, just I don't usually feel the best at that time.
Yeah, you're heading to work.
I'm feeling amazing. I'm talking euphoric. I feel so loving. I'm sending all these loving text messages in the morning. Like I feel this deep love for self. I'm just feel loving and gleeful, like smiling ear to ear, listening to love songs in the car. it works that quick. Sometimes our heart can become calcified, and drinking this cacao hot drink can really melt your heart and open you up to be more open-minded, more receptive, more positive, and feel more happy and euphoric. Oxytocin. So that's what I've been doing in the mornings.
Okay. And are you doing anything else in your morning routine that you feel is contributing to your wellness?
I'm drinking my chlorophyll water. If you could pass it to me, it's over there. I'm almost done for the day. It's all separated now, but I also got some chlorophyll from Seven Under. I'll let you tell them a little about that store later. Sure. And I put that in my water with a few drops of lemon juice, and I've been drinking that every day, all day, and it's just been amazing. So I'm starting my day off more hydrated, more well rested, and just from a happier disposition. So I would say that's really the only different thing that I'm doing, and it's making such a huge difference.
Okay, look at you.
Loving it.
Love that. Are you doing anything special before bedtime?
Before bedtime, I'm drinking my chlorophyll water. I'm reading sometimes and just relaxing. I feel in a better mood. Like I'll dance, shake off trauma, shake off stress. Like everything that I'm doing, I feel like in my routines lately, it's intentional. It's the intention behind even sipping your cacao that I think can be the difference between it working for you and not working for you.
For sure.
As you sip it, what is your intention while you do this? Even in I guess a part of my evening routine is cooking dinner. Even as I cook my dinner, I have my kale. I made like dinosaur kale salad. I love dino kale because I love kale. But kale, you're supposed to massage. But
to help it like digestion.
Yeah, you can massage it and just zone out, or you can massage it with intention. You can speak good energy and good intentions into your food. And as I massage my kale, I say to myself, all who consume this will be well nourished. They will never get sick from this. They will be protected. They will be strong, get all the benefit from this food, all the nutrient. I mean, it's just a form of prayer, but it's it's just intention.
Yeah. And I think that's the biggest thing. Like all of it is about intention.
Yeah.
Like walking through life, doing your daily routines with intention.
And that's helped me as a person, and if anyone else can relate who struggles with maintaining routine and forming routine or seeing the benefit in routine, that intentionality behind it and knowing what your purpose is for your routine has been really helpful for me.
I love that. So I could talk a little bit about my routine. Like Alani said, we are kind of different in that sense because I've always just been somebody who thrives off of a routine. Like I wake up, I'm doing this on this day, this has to get done on this day. At 6 a.m. I wake up, I go work out, blah, blah, blah. So like I've just always thrived in routine. And so I guess my routine has changed lately where, I wake up and I go work out, then I come home, do whatever. Like I'll get ready for work and just head to work, whatever. But this week specifically, like when I tried the cacao, Alani told me about it. So I went and got myself some from Seven Under. Like we'll touch on Seven Under in a little bit. But I went and got myself some, and I was very intentional with that. So what I did while I was making it, how I had mine was with some water. I did almond milk instead of oat milk. And the 2 tablespoons of cacao, and it is bitter in a sense. So I was like, you know what? I need a little sweetness to this. So I use sugar substitute Swerve. So I just put some of that in there just to sweeten it a little bit. But while I was making it, I was very intentional with making it. And like you said, like speaking positivity. So like as I'm making my cacao drink, I'm saying goodbye to things and letting go of certain things, letting go of insecurity, self-doubt, anything negative about myself or any negative feelings about anything. I'm saying goodbye to all of that as I'm making it. And then as I'm drinking the cacao, I'm welcoming in new things. I'm welcoming in love in my life, light, positivity, all the things that I want. As I'm sipping it, I'm like envisioning myself, my future self, So just being very intentional. And then, like Alani said, I guess it's the intentionality behind it, because I was like, what is going on? I was feeling so euphoric. I have a playlist of love songs, singing those at the top of my lungs as I'm in the car. Even when I'm getting myself ready for the day, like I'm doing the exact same thing, but it just felt so different.
Yeah.
I was in the car listening to Short Thing by Miguel, about to cry. And I done listened to this song 1,000 times, but I was literally getting teary-eyed, just moved at just how beautiful it was.
If you be the cash,
I'll be the rubber band.
You be the match, I'ma be your fuse. Boom, paint a baby, you can be the muse. I'm the reporter, baby, you can be the news. Cause you're the cigarette,
Hey.
and I'm the smoker. You raise the bet, and you're the joker.
Hey.
Anyways, I can be the blackboard, you can be the tongue, and I can be the one. Even when the sky comes falling.
And that,
Come on.
when he said, even when the sky comes falling, even when the sun don't shine, I got faith in you and I
put your pretty little hand in mine.
Even when it's down to the wire,
Even when it's do or die.
I was choked up. And I'm like, what is going on?
Because one of the things that can make you is easy to cry.
Yeah, so that was, and I did look up, like, how do you know? Because I know you told me that it helps open with your heart chakra. And so, like, how do you know when your heart chakra is open? It said, what did it say? You don't want to be angry, or like you move away towards being angry or sad. Focus more on positivity. You are easily moved to tears and open to trying new experiences and just being more open and receptive. And I definitely felt that. And like, I'm going to different places. I'm going to Dunkin'. I'm speaking to people, putting smiles on people's faces. And like, it was just like, what is happening to me? And I told her, she's like, it's that cacao.
Oh, I know it.
And I was like, wow, that's so interesting.
And the effects can last, for me in my experience, maybe 2 to 3 hours after drinking it.
Yeah.
Most strong, I would say maybe about 25 minutes after drinking it.
Definitely. But yeah, and so other parts of my morning routine, so definitely fitness, making sure I'm getting water in, now incorporating cacao, and I'm very serious about doing my skincare routine. Like, that's something that I love. I do it morning and night, and it just makes me feel so good. And like, I know I'm doing this for myself, and this is something, everything that I'm doing is going to benefit me in the long run.
Love that piece.
Yeah. And then as far as the nighttime routine goes, normal stuff, shower, again, skincare routine. And I've also been trying to be more intentional about taking time away from social media and like making sure I'm taking time and reading daily. And I have been loving that. It's just my book that I'm reading, Monday's Not Coming, is such a great book. And like, every day I pick it up, I'm just so excited to read. And when I went to 7-9, I also got soursop tea. And if you know, that one is good with like anti-inflammatory. It helps with as far as digestion. It has a lot of health benefits as well. And soursop actually has anti-cancerous properties. So I started to I drank a cup of that at nighttime, and I don't know if it was that, if it was just the tea or whatever, but I slept so good the first time I had it. So yeah.
Perfect.
So yeah. So wellness is just a beautiful thing, man.
I left off 2 things. Well, I mentioned the chlorophyll water. I want to mention the benefits of chlorophyll. So I bought it in liquid form. Chlorophyll is the organism substance in plants that makes them green. It's basically the blood of plants. It is the process of photosynthesis, which is plants taking in the sun's rays and converting it into energy for themselves. So it's basically their blood. Plant blood. I am a plant vampire. And some of the benefits for drinking a few drops of chlorophyll in your water, it only takes a few drops, is It's a natural body deodorizer. So it deodorizes your body from the inside out, supports healthy and clear skin, supports gut health, fresh breath, natural detox, energy booster, aids weight loss, reduces cholesterol. It's anti-inflammatory, detoxifies the blood, and strengthens your immune system, just to name a few things. And what I feel like I've experienced definitely some cleansing, and more so like through liquid, and also I can feel my body detoxifying because I will be sitting and start to crave unhealthy food and
that's
sugar.
How you know.
Yeah, like processed sugar and like unhealthy food and like a rush almost. And it was just a weird feeling. Yeah. I knew that it was due to detoxifying my body from those
for sure
things.
Yep. And I remember the other day I was telling you like your skin is really glowing. Like I can definitely see it.
Thank you. Do y'all see a difference? Try some of this stuff out. And then the other thing, which was sea moss.
I was just about to touch on that.
Let's touch on it.
So I promise I'm gonna tell y'all about 790.
We will. We're gonna get to it. Be patient.
This is an amazing place. So both of us got us some sea moss gel, and I discovered sea moss probably.
I want to go take one right now.
I know, right?
I ain't took it today.
Me either. Sea moss, I discovered it back in like 2020, 2021, and it has so many amazing properties. Sea moss is an algae from the ocean, and so basically a lot of its properties include anti-inflammatory. It can help with thyroid if you have thyroid issues. It supports digestion, and I think one of the key things about sea moss that so many people love is that it contains 92 of like the 102 or however many minerals and vitamins that the human body needs. So whatever it is that you're lacking, a lot of it you can find in sea moss, and it comes in different forms. You can get it in a gel. I had this girl I used to buy like sea moss juice from. It used to be amazing. And they also do like capsules, and you can also buy whole sea moss yourself and then make it and make it into whatever you want to make it into.
And I got the mango flavor, and it's like you could just see it. It was like made in St. Lucia, from St. Lucia.
The sea moss from St. Lucia.
And I also have like a friend who makes sea moss. Shout out to Shakia, and I will link her link to buy sea moss in the description on YouTube
for sure.
But I'm gonna order some from her next time. But yeah,
you got mango and I got elderberry flavor, and it's really good. We got both of us got the gels, and you just take 1 to 2 tablespoons a day, and you go on about your day.
Go on about your business. Okay, now into a smoothie.
Yeah, you can do it however you want to do it.
Go ahead.
So now I promise we're gonna tell y'all about 7 Under. So like I said, 2020, 2021, don't remember exactly. I was into, weight loss, fitness. I was with my trainer, and I was just trying to find like other ways to be healthier, add healthier things to my routine. And so that's when I discovered sea moss, and like I was like, wow, like I need to go find me some sea moss. Where am I find this? So I was looking up places, and then I stumbled across this place on Google, 7 Under. And so it's a natural foods market co-op. It's community owned. It's in Little 5 Points here in Atlanta off of Moreland, I think it is. And it's just honestly it's a vibe. You just got to experience it for yourself.
Like a little natural grocery store.
Yeah, like you walk in, it's like so cute. Like they have a hot bar where they sell vegan food, like breakfast and lunch, I think maybe dinner. And as soon as you walk in, you're just smelling how good the food smells.
Yeah.
They have like their grocery aisle. They have their fresh produce with all types of produce you could think of. Like I said, they have sea moss. They also sell like the red bananas, and I think they're called Birria bananas. I can't remember the exact name, but like the small bananas, they sell those. They have all their grocery aisles. You can get gallon water fresh. You can get loose leaf tea, essential oils, incense, whatever you can think of.
Shea butter.
Whipped shea butter.
I got 2 tubs.
Yes.
I want to get up and grab it, but I'm not going to do that today.
I need you to relax.
But I'm going to have it next time. Because they really whipped it.
Yes.
Because sometimes you get whipped and it's still stiff. Yeah. Like, that's the thing about shea butter.
Yeah.
Smells amazing. I mean, just listen to us, y'all.
We know what we're talking about.
And maybe you just have to be into this type of thing. But it's like, it interests me. Like, I'm into it. We're both into it. It's what we have in common. I imagine people who listen to our podcast are into that type of stuff too. It's non-discriminatory.
Come on.
All are welcome to these things. This is just all for the human body.
Exactly.
I wanted to touch on the alkaline diet as well.
Okay.
Because I've been doing some research about that. I just think it's really cool. So this is from Kroger. And it's some alkaline water.
Okay.
pH balance 9.5 plus. And I've always heard about the alkaline diet and specifically how it's excellent for Black people. And really good for us. Yeah. And that it's that way because disease, and I would say it's great for all people because no one wants disease.
Exactly.
But disease cannot thrive in an environment above about 7.5.
A pH of 7.5.
pH balance of 7.5. And growing up, like my mom used to have pH balance strips and we would test ourselves. I never truly understood why, but even we knew that growing up Muslim, and which is very and like very based around health and those types of things, the same type of Dr. CB type of things. That other groups are into that as well. He popularized it in like Black culture
for sure.
But so disease, it's very hard, almost impossible for it to thrive in a pH balance of 7.5 or above. Anything below a 7 is considered acidic.
Right.
And a lot of like eating processed foods, processed sugar makes our bodies acidic, which makes it a playground for disease and mucus to thrive. Mucus is a place you just don't want that in your body.
You don't.
So adding more alkaline rich foods and raising the pH balance inside of your body to an alkaline state can be just really healthy for you.
For sure.
So I've been doing that every way that I possibly can.
That's awesome.
I plan to purchase some strips and see where I'm at. And just always trying to make sure that my body's not too acidic.
Period.
Too acidic.
Can't have it.
And I know that it's popular for people, especially women, to be talking about their pH balance being off, but understand that it being high is a good thing. It being off will be it being too acidic, below a 7. So you can get strips to test your pH balance at your local pharmacy or Walmart, dollar store, I'm pretty sure, and you can just like pee on it, or other ones have like you can test your saliva. So that's just something I think everyone should just be mindful of. If we can enrich ourselves and have like a long, happy, healthy life, or at least try to strive for that, I do it.
Yeah. And I think it's important to, just kind of do the research for yourself. Look up what type of foods would be considered alkaline, and really do the research to get a better understanding of what having an alkaline diet can do for you.
Yeah.
And I know because I used to drink, and I just kind of stopped just because, but warm lime water is really good for you, and that limes are considered alkaline, and so they say that it helps with eliminating mucus from your body, which a lot of diseases is because of the mucus built up within our body. So just some little tidbits.
Yeah. And don't eat pork. Eating pork is bad. Pigs do not. So all of the toxins that they consume stay in their meat, and then you eat that meat. They are created to clean the earth. That's what they do. And then they die. We should not eat them. I think that no matter if you do all these things, if you still eat pork at the same time, it's like,
what's the point of doing it?
What's the point?
Yeah.
And I don't feel like that about all meat, but specifically pork, you guys don't eat it if you can. Give it up. Trust me. Any way that I can put that message out, PSA, public service announcement.
Don't eat pork.
Don't eat pork, y'all. Leave the swine alone. It's making you break out. It's filling your body with pus and mucus. And
causing hypertension because of like the way they have to cure the meat and all the salt and sodium.
All the things they have to do to it to even make it edible is crazy. And we're just not even going to just Google it or read about it. Do your own research and then make your own decision. And some people are just like, whatever. Like they're going to just do it, whatever.
And that's their decision to make. Yeah. But it's just good to have the information.
Yep, sharing that information.
Yeah, Lonnie's the reason I stopped eating pork back in 2018? Yeah, 2018. After the conversation of her telling me about pigs. And I had already wanted to kind of give up a few meats or whatever. So after that conversation, I was like, well, that's it.
And I didn't even know that for a minute. Yeah. I didn't find that out till maybe 2 years later. Really? I thought you just didn't eat it. And then when you was like, I stopped after that conversation, I was just like, wow.
Yep, I stopped after that conversation. I stopped eating pork, and I also stopped eating red meat. So now I do seafood, chicken, turkey. So basically seafood and poultry. That's pretty much what I do. But yeah, we wanted to get on here and, talk with y'all about like all things wellness, how these things help us, and how all of this also relates into mental health.
Yeah. For sure. And like it's like levels to it.
For sure.
And tiers. Like we've been loading up 5 years ago.
For sure.
And really it's something that you build on your whole life. And I guess we can touch a little bit on like just making sure that you keep your mind clear to even have this mental space to think about the things we're talking about right now. I think it takes a certain mindset
for sure,
and like paying attention to self. If you're on autopilot, like you're not thinking about cacao, like you're not thinking about how you can make your body healthy. You wake up every day and your body's just working for you. But if you put too much stress and pressure on it, it's gonna talk back.
It is. Dana before 2020 wouldn't have cared about anything health related, you know, even knowing that I was considered morbidly obese. That was like, oh, okay, this is what they're telling me. I'm still finna go eat this bag of chips or still finna go eat whatever I want.
I was overweight because mentally I just wasn't there. So it's like I'm just eating for comfort. I'm just eating to survive. Like I'm just getting by day. So you first have to get out of that space first and into a space of like, who am I? What is important to me? What does health look like for me? And I mean, just define health for yourself. Our podcast just want to inspire people to look in the mirror. Don't necessarily look at us, but look at you and have a conversation with yourself of like, who am I? Who do I want to be?
What's important to me?
And how can I make changes to really show that that's what I'm doing. Put the action to it, not just like talk about it.
Because it's so important to live the life, you know, centered around what you believe, your values, what's important to you. Because I could sit here all day and be like, fitness is important to me, but if I'm not actually out here living this life, what am I talking about? Why am I talking?
Not reaping the benefits, which a lot of people do that, especially like on social media. Social media is not a real place. It's literally a video game.
Are we gonna get into that?
Hold on. Another day, another time.
I'm ready.
But it's not a real place.
At all.
So it's like people will be on there like setting up the camera and talking about how this is bad and that's bad. I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to get Shake Shack after this. I eat meat.
I just said I'll eat red meat. I'm going to eat this burger.
Right? For the first time. But she really don't eat red meat. But she really wants to try the Shake Shack burger.
I've never had a burger from Shake Shack. So
but we were like, we're going to do this today. But it's like, there's balance, and you can one day maybe I won't eat that anymore. But right now this is where I'm at. And you have to honor that, and just this is gonna be my sending off point. And I saw this on social media, which is, you know, the good of when you can switch your algorithm. But if you have a nice leafy green salad or my dino kale, and I sure did put a little drizzle of that Chick-fil-A dressing on top, it does not undo the nutritional value of that dino kale.
It don't.
Nothing can undo the nutritional value. Just add it. Add things. And don't always focus on what you have to take away unless it's pork.
Sure.
Unless it's the bacon. Take that off.
Right. Switch to turkey bacon.
Right.
Which is actually really good. It's so funny. My brother, my mom, they love them some bacon. My sister, my whole family, they are just bacon eaters. And growing up, I never liked bacon.
And I know they watch and listen. I'm talking to y'all.
She on y'all. So
give up the bacon for a month or two and see if you see a difference.
Yeah. So I never cared for bacon growing up. Like if I was going to eat a meat like that, it was going to be sausage because and so now like that I stopped eating pork and red meat or whatever, I started eating turkey bacon one day. I just went to like Trader Joe's, got a pack of turkey bacon, threw it in the air fryer. I was like, hold up, this is actually good.
It's good. It's really so salty good. So you have to watch it if you have high blood pressure.
I get the one that's uncured.
Me too.
So that one has less salty. I mean, because
turkey bacon is salty. That's one thing. It's salty.
Not salty.
So it's just one of those things of like, it's not a health food.
No,
you're not eating it to be healthy. You're just eating it because you want some bacon. But
it's not a thing of, like you said, it's not a health food. But if you can, it's a healthier choice.
Yeah,
it's a healthier alternative, and that's the point.
Yeah,
and like you were saying, how. What did you say? Adding the Chick-fil-A dressing on top doesn't take away the nutritional value from kale. Us going and eating a Shake Shack burger does not negate or take away anything that we've done.
Yeah, because that's routine. If you make it a routine to eat Shake Shack burgers, that's the problem. What is your norm? What is your routine? So like for me, my normal routine and what I want to keep doing moving forward is cooking at home. Cooking my own food, putting good intentions into my food, drinking my chlorophyll water, drinking my cacao. That's the routine. And then something else outside of that is just a treat.
It's an anomaly.
But yeah, like just pay attention to your health and what you're cooking, your family and your children. We are what you eat. We are what we're made of. Yeah. And I feel amazing benefits. So it's not just like to be pretend healthy. I feel amazing and more energized. And
it's like when you're doing something and it makes you feel good and you can see results, you're going to want to keep doing it.
Yep.
And I think it's also important to find people around you who are supportive of these things, and they don't necessarily have to be on the same track as you, but if it's somebody that you can go to and be like, girl, I'm about to be mixing up some dino kale with some raw veggies doing this, and they're like, girl, let me know how you like your salad. You know what I'm saying?
In alignment.
Yeah. And I just feel like that's something that we do very well, is supporting each other in everything, wellness, fitness. Like, you're embarking on a journey, I'm right here with you.
Yep. We do it together, and we're always a listening ear to hear you out. And that's why I share it. I like to share it on my social media and stuff, just in case anybody else is interested or want to. And that's why we're sharing this with you all today.
Yes, I just love it.
This has been another wonderful episode. It might be one of my faves because
I think it's one of
we just talked with so much passion.
I know. I just love that.
And we just love what we do. And we're just passionate people.
We are. We're low-key in alignment.
And we're just built to last. So
only the strong survive.
I hope you guys enjoyed this and got something from it. We will leave everything that we talked about linked below, articles, as much information, education for anyone who wants to. And try it out and let us know what you think.
Drop in the comments if you have any questions about anything we discussed. Let us know if there are any wellness things that you think we would benefit from trying out.
That you do.
Yeah, tell us all about it. Tell us what your wellness routine is.
And I want to know if you want like a part 2 to this, because there's so much more
we can talk about.
Really
like we just kind of gave y'all a little taste today, but if y'all want some
I love discussing this
too.
So it's like we do a lot of things, and it's always ever changing and more is adding. So a part 2 might be in the book. So that's what y'all, if y'all feeling that, y'all feeling it a little bit,
just let us know.
But thank you for listening.
We hope that you enjoyed this episode. Make sure that you comment, like, share, subscribe. And this has been yet another episode of Low Key.
Hold on. Oh, let me send them their love and light and blessings.
Send them a
virtual hug.
So
I'm sending you guys love, light, good energy. Have an excellent day, week, night.
Yes.
And
we're sending you abundance. Because what am I trying to say? Abundance flows freely.
And be intentional. Whatever you do, be intentional with that. And we want to see it. We want to see everybody win. We want to see everybody be intentional.
Yes.
And we will continue to be intentional.
We sure will.
And we will continue to be
low key in alignment. Bye, y'all.
Like I'm being a mic backwards. Oh. And that's a part of me being me.